So I wanted to cover what we have gone over with Mr. Finn, so you've got one spot that you can look over the material. So this first exercise that we're going over is the most important exercise, and this is called Relax on a Mat. And it will allow Mr. Finn to work through any sort of emotions that he might have, namely anxiety or overexcitement, and this will just help him to calm down. So what we're looking for is for him to go into increasingly relaxed body postures, and this is exactly perfect. So he's in a down and is relaxing, and he's rested his little chin down on the mat, which is perfect. I'm always treating him from the mat so that he is focusing on the mat and isn't as focused on me and concerned with what I'm doing. And you can just utilize this in any instance where he gets overly excited. A lot of times at 7 in the evening, dogs will start getting really wound up and excited, a great opportunity. Or if you've got some kids that are running around and he can't contain himself, do the Relax on a Mat exercise. I've had folks use it for dog-friendly hotels, for plane rides. So any time you've got something that comes down the pipe for Mr. Finn that makes him overly excited or anxious, is a great opportunity to utilize our Relax on a Mat exercise. So let's just give him one more little opportunity to, perfect, rest his chin down there. I'll put a treat down. Now I'm just going to toss a treat off the mat. Here you go, bud. And we'll move on. So these next exercises are our Clickerable Exercises. And what we're going to look for in this first one is just good eye contact when we say his name, Finn. So we'll clicker that moment as soon as we take the treats and drag them up towards our face. Finn. Very good. Then I'm going to drag the treats out to the side. Finn. Good. He's got to come back and look at me even though he's distracted. I like to then just proof that Finn by just having him distracted, looking around, and then I'll just say his name. So another way to utilize the name game exercise. Then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss a treat on the ground over him, and he's got to be able to turn back towards me. Finn, even though he was distracted. So he's got his treat. Finn. This is a great opportunity when we'll introduce the recall exercise of having him come. Finn, come. So if you want to click when we're doing recall, Finn, come. We dropped one. Go, bud. You can click when he gets up to you or as he looks at you and is approaching you. Both is fine. Finn, sit. Good job, bud. Finn, down. Good job, bud. Finn, stay. Free. Good job. So free is the release cue when he has completed his mission on his stay. So we will, right now you can tell him stay, back up from him, and then give him the release cue. When you tell him free, usually I'm about 10 to 15 feet away and just staying back for about 5 to 10 seconds. That's fine. And you can continue to increase the distance and duration. So this next exercise is one we really harped on. I know this was crucial for you guys, which is space. So asking for space and asking for a little bubble around me where he is not supposed to approach any closer. And I'll show you what that looks like. Finn, space. Perfect. So you notice he stops dead in his tracks there. Finn, space. Very good. So if he gives you a sit, that's great. He's been doing that a lot of the time. But if he just stands there, I don't care. That's perfect. I just want him to be able to give me my space. Perfect. My little bubble around me. And here you go, bud. Not a little bit. And that's really what we're looking for on this one. His jumping has really started to diminish a great deal. He's done an excellent job on that. So you can utilize this for yourself as well as a partner. We'll go over that in our exit session, utilizing this with a partner, but he's done a great job in not jumping. But you just have to really remain consistent with this one. Finn, leave it. So on this one, we'll get at a better angle. What we're looking for is he's interested in the treats, and then he has to back up. Leave it. Good. So that little couple inches that he gives me from my hand, so this is going to be more challenging, shoving the treats down the front of his face. Leave it. If he were having a difficult time, what I would do is just close up my hand, give him a fist of treats. Leave it. And I encourage you to do the fist initially, because this won't give him an opportunity to get to the treats. And as soon as you start opening up our hand, then we're in the danger zone. I really want to make sure he's solid prior to doing that. And he's done such a good job, I trust him at this point. Leave it. Great. And click really in that precise moment where he pulls his little chin back. So we can utilize this, and I encourage you to utilize this with different items. So you can utilize it with a little toy here. Leave it. He's more interested in my beefy hand than anything. It's very good. Good job, bud. We'll give him another shot. Again, he's just licking my beef hand. Leave it. So, doesn't even want to chew on it. We've done some exercises with this, and he's done a great job on that. The last thing that I'll say on the leave it exercise is that I will use it interchangeably with a drop it. So if he actually gets something in his mouth, I can still tell him leave it, and that's fine. You don't want to, do you? So that's all well and good. He's done great at not going after the stick because we've done so many repetitions with it. Finn, touch. So this exercise is a targeting exercise. We want to be able to get his attention. Finn, touch. And have him come up and bump our hand with his nose. And we can just get him to physically position himself wherever we need him, just by putting our hand down and telling him touch. So there's all sorts of different applications, but it's a great one for the beginning of your agility training, so going inside, outside ramps, up, or in and outside of poles, up ramps, all that good stuff. It's just simply targeting and getting him to where he's comfortable with that. So we're going to stop our video here and get him leashed up, and we'll go over our loose leash walking training.